Hey everyone, welcome back to Cooking with Chelsey. I'm Chelsey and we are back in my kitchen, and today we're not using a cookbook. Today we're using one of my signature recipes. It is coleslaw, and it's non-mayonnaise based coleslaw. It's bright, it's colorful, and it's perfect for a spring or summer day. The weather is starting to get really nice, and with the better weather, I get cravings for salad all the time. And when I say coleslaw, a lot of people go, oh, gross, and they think of just mayonnaise and cabbage. And I have to say that wait until you try it, because my coleslaw is different, and it's something that's really easy and adaptable for whatever flavor profile you like. I try and do recipes that are quick, easy, and budget friendly, and nothing is more budget friendly than coleslaw. The main things you need are cabbage. You can use purple or green. I have green today, so that's what I'm using. Celery, carrot, onion, and apple, I think are at least the main vegetables that you need. Then if you've got peppers, I have some fresh ginger that I'm gonna put into it. The main thing though is to have some nice fresh herbs in the dressing. That makes a world of difference. Today I've got mint and parsley, and I've also got the tops of the onions. So I bought these onions that come with the green parts, the green onions, the green part of the onion. I've chopped those up. They're here, and then I'm also going to put in some of the fresh onion there. And then I've got some nice Dijon mustard. I've got some organic apple cider vinegar, some olive oil. I'm going to put a bit of honey, salt, pepper, and some fresh ginger into the dressing. So we're going to get that done first so that that can start to marinate and get all the flavors mixed up. So first, what we need to do is just chop up the fresh herbs, super teeny tiny. Make sure not to chop off your fingers. Oh, smells so good. Fresh mint and parsley, amazing. Once that is all chopped up nice and fine, we're going to put that into a container, and that's what we're gonna make our dressing. Okay, so there we go. And again, these are, I'll try and give you guys some approximate measurements, but when I'm making salad dressing, I never measure anything. I just go by flavor. I try it as I'm making it and see if it needs anything else. I've got a nice piece of fresh ginger here. I'm just gonna peel off the outside a little bit. Here we go. So I've got this nice rasp that I like to use for garlic and for ginger, for nutmeg, things like that. If you don't have a super fine grater, you can just use the small side of a regular grater. But I like it to be really, really fine, especially in salad dressings. Okay, a little bit of fresh ginger there. You can use fresh garlic. Fresh garlic tastes really great in dressings. I'm not gonna put any in mine today. I'm gonna put a little squirt of honey. Just about there. I'm going to put some apple cider vinegar. If you don't have apple cider vinegar, but you've got another type of vinegar that you like, go ahead and use that. Same with olive oil. It doesn't have to be olive oil. It can be avocado oil, grapeseed oil, regular oil. Anything that you've got in your kitchen is great. I've got a little bit of salt here. Some fresh ground pepper. A little bit of Dijon mustard. And I'm just gonna mix that all up. I've also got a nice fresh lemon that one of my neighbors gave to me. I'm gonna give that a little wash. And I'm gonna put a little bit of the lemon zest in, keeping it nice and fresh. Sesame oil is also another great substitute for olive oil. Gives it a bit of a different flavor. You can add soy sauce to a little bit of soy sauce to the dressing. If you do a little bit of soy sauce, some sesame oil, ginger, garlic, that is also really delicious. Some lime zest if you don't have lemon. Okay, maybe a little bit of lemon juice too, just why not? It's here. There we go. The thing is that you do need something acidic, a little bit of sweet, a little bit of salty, just to balance out the flavors and the oil. The main thing about making coleslaw is that you want to make sure that everything is chopped really fine. So I'm going to cut the cabbage into more manageable pieces and then just slice it really thin. If you've got a food processor that's going to help you chop the vegetables, even better. It's really easy to adjust the size for this recipe. You can make a small amount if it's just for you. If you're taking it to a picnic, it's really great. It's really easy to make a huge amount of coleslaw. I always kind of underestimate how much I'm making and end up with a giant bowl of coleslaw. It will keep well in the fridge for a few days. If you prefer something with a mayonnaise dressing, you go ahead. I prefer to make it without mayonnaise. I think it tastes a little more fresh, and I trust it more sitting in the fridge or taking it to a picnic or something if there's no mayonnaise in it. But that's just me. So it doesn't have to be perfectly sliced exactly the same, just into small chunks. There we go. You see how fast that was like a quarter of a medium-sized cabbage, and we've already got a lot of vegetable there. Carrot, just gonna grate it straight into the bowl. Like I said, I've already got the chopped green onions and a little bit of chopped celery here. Throw that in. I like extra celery, so I'm just gonna wash and chop up a bit more of that. So it's gonna seem faster because we're gonna edit out a little bit of the chopping, but really you can make this coleslaw in 20 minutes maximum. And that's chopping it by hand without a machine. If you've got a machine, it's gonna be ready in like 5 minutes. It's super easy, it tastes great, nice and fresh, perfect for the summer, perfect for the spring, perfect for when we can finally get together with our friends and family. That's gonna be great, no? The next ingredient is an apple. A lot of people think like, ew, apple in coleslaw sounds weird. I know a few of my friends have thought the same thing. They tried my coleslaw and they like it. So I recommend putting a little bit of apple. It just adds a nice crunch, a little bit of acidity to it, especially if it's a nice green Granny Smith apple. I'm just gonna, again, chop it really small so that you don't get huge chunks of apple. If you chop everything nice and small, you just get a nice burst of flavor every bite that you take, and you get a whole lot of different vegetables and fruits. You put the apple in every bite. I could chop it smaller. These are not the smallest chunks of apple, but I'm not going to today. Do as I say, not as I do. I would recommend chopping them smaller if it's your first time making this recipe, and if you're not sure about how you'll feel about having apple in a savory salad. But I know I like it, so I'm gonna make them a little bit bigger. As you can see, I'm not going for perfection when it comes to the size of any of the vegetables, just chopping them and putting them in. Beautiful green pepper. Okay. See, look at that. This is a fairly large bowl. We've got, about a quarter of a cabbage, 3 stalks of celery, 1 carrot, 1 pepper, and about half an apple, a little bit of onion. Look at that. It's a ton of salad. It goes really far. It tastes great. And this. It's good. And a little bit more salt and a little bit more pepper. But otherwise, it's nice and fresh. Here we go. It's always better if you let it sit and marinate for at least 20 minutes, half an hour in the fridge. But if you're hungry, like I am, and you're gonna eat it right away, it's also perfect. We're done, and now I'm just gonna taste it. I already know it's gonna be delicious, but here we go. Really nice, really fresh. Perfect to share with your family. Have a great day. Thanks for joining. Like and subscribe below. Let me know what you think. Bye.